With the solid base and experience of a large firm, and the flexibility and commitment of a small one, we make the relocation of professionals across borders an effortless reality.
I think there are so many things that have happened over the course of the past 5 years that have revolutionized mobility, and I really do see it as a revolution. I think if you look back to when I started in the mobility space 10 years ago, there was a certain type of employee that often went on assignment who had specific needs, and you could look across your employee population and find a lot of similarities. Today, mobility and how it supports its employees is vastly different, whether they're assignments, permanent transfers, remote work opportunities, supporting regions outside of your own. Mobility can be a transformative partner, supporting not only areas of HR, but the business as well, to drive business development, to drive success, and most importantly, to provide tremendous development opportunities for the employee base.
So I believe global mobility can ensure its relevance by aligning its strategies with the business objectives, and as well as leveraging technology to enhance operational efficiency and also improve customer or employee experience.
For the business, global mobility is sourcing of position, talent sourcing, and also basically, of course, filling business requirements and moving people from A to B, or moving the position to the employee, which we actually see with remote work.
We have definitely earned our seat at the table, especially the last several years where we've taken on new work, whether it's been remote work, business travel. I think to keep the seat at the table, we have to stay agile and innovative. I'm always looking for continuous improvement opportunities within my program that align to business objectives that will either improve employee experience or reduce cost. I'd also recommend collaborating across departments, ensuring that others are knowing the work that me and my team are doing. I think it's critical to bring them along on the journey. It's easy for us to get bogged down in a silo, and we're not doing ourselves any favors. I always recommend going on a roadshow and highlighting the great work that you're doing.
When I have to explain global mobility to people, I like to start by saying I'm in the business of moving people, and then expand, on the fact that we are an industry that really helps and supports with a really big, important transition in people's lives when they're moving, whether domestically or internationally, with all aspects of that move, whether it be immigration-related needs or the physical relocating of things and people, and then, of course, the complexities that come along with anything related to tax and moving across different types of country or state lines.
So my definition of global mobility is really, the act of helping an individual or an individual and his or her family move from one country to another. I know that there is a lot of domestic relocations, but my experience is primarily cross-border movements. So it's anything and everything that entails immigration, tax, pensions, social securities, banking, housing, shipment of goods. The act of helping somebody or somebody in their family move from one location to another. And so I think it's a very middle woman, humanistic, empathetic role that requires a lot of effective communication and active listening, because you're helping somebody through perhaps one of the most stressful yet exciting times of their lives.
I think it's just this alignment, big alignment with the business. So actually alignment and being a partner and having a seat in the business discussion and strategy. So actually, again, alignment is the key of any people and culture officer or someone. So again, I think sometimes we are too busy in doing the operational side and we are not focusing on the business needs. So alignment with the business need is the key.
here.
So when I think of global mobility, I think of getting the right people in the right places at the right time. And ultimately, global mobility should be used as a talent strategy to attract and retain diverse talent. So while mobility professionals definitely are the gatekeepers and coordinate a lot of the logistics and make sure that we're staying compliant with immigration and tax and things like that, we're also a strategic partner. So we basically advise and counsel and educate businesses and come up with creative solutions to help businesses manage and meet their goals. And we also empower employees. And the mobility program is empowering employees to advance their career. You will find that in a lot of global companies, global mobility opportunities is important for employees as it relates to their career advancement and growth.
Global mobility for the business, it depends. It depends. If there is no issue or no inquiry or no problem on the field, then global mobility is just an annoying bureaucratic partner looking for completion of forms. As soon as there is a problem or an issue or in compliance trouble at any kind of authority, then global mobility becomes very important and absolutely essential for the business and organization.
Global mobility to the business is an enabler. Global mobility allows for businesses to have their people where they need them at every moment in time, which is why it allows for people to move around. It is a partner to the business. But it's also sometimes a roadblock. And the reason why I'm saying this is because although yes, we as global mobility professionals enable the business to move the people where they need them, not every time can we move them at the fast pace that they need them to be. We are a roadblock as well because we have to be mindful of obligations. Like every regulation, we need to be always on top of that. So if something changes, we always need to be telling the business. And so not every single time can we move as fast as they want us to be moving. But that being said, we are, I want to say, the gatekeepers of their compliance.